Afternoon. Alil Flores is a Mexican attorney and certified real estate professional based in Cabos, Baja California Sur. She studied law in Mexico City and began working in the legal field early in her career, starting as a law clerk in litigation firms during her first year of law school. Later, she joined the fiduciary banking sector with HSBC, where she specialized in trust structures and real estate transactions. She worked with HSBC for a total of 17 years, gaining extensive experience in fiduciary operations and real estate matters. During that time, she served for 8 years as trust manager in Los Cabos, overseeing trust operations for foreign buyers, acquiring property in Mexico's restricted coastal zone. In 2017, she established her own legal practice in Los Cabos under the name MYFIDI, focusing on trust, structuring, and real estate transactions. The practice has since evolved into MYFDI 360 to reflect a more complete perspective of the real estate process. In recent years, Alil also became a certified real estate agent, which allows her to bring a broader understanding to the process of acquiring property in Mexico. The concept between her MYFIDI 360 reflects this approach, providing guidance through every stage of the transaction, from the legal structure and trust setup to the coordination of the real estate closing. In total, she brings more than 20 years of experience in fiduciary and real estate matters, much of it working with international buyers who live in or are relocating to Los Cabos. As a legal professional who understands the real estate transaction from beginning to end, her work focuses on providing clarity, proper legal structuring, and close coordination throughout the transaction, guiding clients step by step through the process of acquiring property in Los Cabos. And now, please give a warm welcome to Alil Flores.
Thank you so much, Linda. You know me perfectly. So, well, Linda said everything. I'm lawyer. I'm grow up in Mexico City, work for a global bank in Fideicomiso, that is a trust department for many, many years. 10 of them, that years I worked in Mexico City and 7 years in Cabo San Lucas. So that's me, and I'm very glad to share with you this presentation. This is the first who I am. Talking about real estate business, the question is, why Los Cabos? Why not another place in Mexico? Well, Cabo is one of the best real estate movement right now in Mexico. Is dynamic, and we have many, many options to build a property, houses, condos, lots, and other kind of properties that you are looking for business or just for have a second house. Cabo is a very good option to do that. We have a strong demand, but from USA and Canadian buyers. We have buyers from another countries, but principal, the demand is from USA and Canada. As I'm saying, we have many, many options, and it's ideal for vacation, full-time living, and investment. We have many, many options in pre-construction, completely built, and many offers to buy in different ways to payments, like a mortgage or financial directly from the developer or the constructor. So the lifestyle of Cabo is different in all the country. Cabo offers not just beach or beautiful places. Cabo give you an experience. Cabo is full of experience for the people that is living here or is buying or is visiting us. We have many, many offers. Today have a very, very good life here in Cabo. I forgot to say at the beginning, if you have any questions, if you agree, we can, you can give me your questions when I finish, just so I can moving forward and don't waste time in my presentation, because to me it's most important listen to you. Do you know Cabo? Somebody visit us? Okay, so Venita, you know Cabo, so you know that the state is divided into the ocean side and the land side. This is you can see in my presentation here, the road is the Transpeninsular Federal Highway. And if you continue to the north, you will go to Tijuana. So this is a long, long federal highway and divide Los Cabos and the complete state into principal. What I'm talking about is because it's important that you know that the properties are in the beach side, ocean side, or land side, and principally. So this location impact directly in the property prices, obviously. Well, the other thing that distinguish Cabo from other states talking about real estate business is that Cabo is different because has a legal process for foreigners to buy a property. It's very protected. It's very useful because you will follow the steps and you will not have any problems with the property. We have the MLS system that is a group, a principal for foreigners group, that they came to Cabo at the beginning where Cabo was nothing, nobody is coming here and nobody knows Cabo, and they were living here. So they create this organization to put legally process in the purchase price. And this is to avoid any fraud or bad practices in order to buy or sell properties. And this is important because they have rules, and the companies that are in the real estate, they have to be part of this system or organization that is MLS, in order to put the listings in the website, and the clients know that if their property is in the MLS, they follow up the rules to listing the property, and it's clean title and everything, so it's legal. So we have another tool that is the title search and legal due diligence. The title search is a professional who review all the legal documentation of the property. I suggest always, when the client is getting a lot or land, they have to review this. It's an extensive issue, but you need to know that we have the tool to be clear and safe property for the client, and we have this tool. The home inspection, I know that you use this home inspection, and is for other professional who review the property that is in a good terms, the bill, that everything is functioning in good way. So the next step is the escrow coordinator. This is an escrow account. I thought that you know what is this, and is the account that is for a third party that hold the money and just deliver the money or transfer the money when the parties comply the agreements they signed. So this is other way to keep safe the transaction. Then for foreigners, in Mexico, the foreigners need a trust to acquire a property. This is another extent item, but I have to say, I would like if you, after this presentation, you agree, I can prepare a training or another presentation exclusive for the trust because it's important. If you want to sell or buy a house in Mexico for foreigners, you need to know what the fideicomiso is and how it works and what do you need. Eventually, if we work together, you are free to call me and with your client there, and I can explain them everything about the trust process. And the closing, this is about the title. The title is through a public notary. And this notary public is a lawyer specialist and is with full powers as specialist lawyer to do this title. It's not the same like the notary in United States. Here is investment, he has a lot of powers and faculties to do the good faith between the parties. And it's very powerful because if the notary said, these people do this or made that, that is it. Nobody will question it because that is the force that they want. I'm thinking in Cabo San Lucas view, you know, when somebody wants a house on the beach, the first thought they have is the view. I want to see the beach, I want to see the ocean, and it's good. For that reason, we are here. We always see the ocean, and I'm traveling or driving in the Transpeninsula, going to a meeting, and I remember where I am because I'm looking at the ocean and why I'm moving here, why I changed all my life to live here. When I'm driving the Transpeninsula, I'm saying, oh, I remember why I'm here. So when somebody's looking for a house in the beach, is because they want to look or see the ocean. But it's not only the only one thing that they want to consider, because there are many, many things to consider. So we have some properties that today they have a beautiful view. But in front, and we can check this, in front of the beautiful view, you have a beautiful land with nothing there. So the problem is that in the future, somebody can build in front of you. And the regulation said that maybe it's depending the area, but 4 to 6 floors. So this house, these are my pictures, and I took it exclusively for you because in this picture, the picture in your left, I took this picture because this is the showing house. And if you look, it's beautiful and nobody is blocking your view. But the house that the clients was interesting to buy is in this side, the right side. You know, there is the road, land road or sand road. In front is the land. And I'm saying them, well, nobody can guarantee that nobody will build in their 4-6 building or project in front of you. So this is the point that we have to understand in Cabo. But not always is this scenario. We have another one that is this. These are my clients. They are investors in Cabo. They have 3 properties now. All the properties are condos. not houses, because they rented it, and their rent for vacation or Airbnb is a good business for them. And they are so smart. This property will never be blocked the view, because in front of them there are other buildings that the height is not higher than them, and in front of them you can see a little space of land, but they are not able to build, I don't know, 20 floors to block the view. It's not a big city, so 4 to 6 floors is the higher construction. So this is important to you keep in mind. And this is other picture that I want to show you, because you can see here in middle of the nothing, there is a building. They have a beautiful view, but is around this amazing property is land. And it's the most probably is that somebody make a project, and it's probably they block the view. So for that reason, the view is important, but it's not everything. We have here another option, that is the views are important, but it's not the only factor. The location, accessibility, construction quality, community. The community is the most important here in Cabo. The pool, the gym, the clubhouse, paddle, many amenities that they put in the project, and the HOA regulation. And what about the future development about around the property, the rental potential, and the legal clarity and documentation? So all that is important to us, not just the view. And you know that. I know that you know, but I want to be specific in this point. The prices about the properties in Cabo, the condominiums as around in 350 and 1.5 millions. The single family homes is around the 700 and 10 millions. And the oceanfront luxury properties, 10 millions and more. So we have a big market offering wonderful properties, but in different prices, locations, and amenities or not amenities. And we have many options. So if your client is interested to invest in Cabo, well, we have many options to do that. This is the referral collaboration. Linda, thank you so much for including me in your group. I'm so glad to sharing my experience, but I would love really work together, because first of all, I love my country. I love Cabo San Lucas. It's an amazing place, and I would like to other people can enjoy with us this beautiful place. And the referrals, you know how this work. To me, it's important that any questions you have, at the end of my presentation, I will put my information. You can contact me anytime. WhatsApp works better for me, because sometimes I am in a presentations with another ladies, and I'm not and I cannot answer my phone. But if you can text me, it's amazing. Any questions you have, we can have another Zoom meeting. I will love to explain to you the process of the trust, because it's very important you have that information to share with your clients or the people that want to invest in Cabo San Lucas. So all that you have or need to know, please contact me. And for me, it's important. Yes, the view, yes, the price, yes, the area, yes, it's important. But in my work, the most important to me is the people. I really want be a partner with you, a colleague, doing business, but in the right sense, in the right way, because I'm lawyer and I cannot put away my lawyer brain when I'm doing business. So to me, it's important. Maybe it's an amazing, amazing property, but if the owner don't have the clear title or don't have the complete documentation, or sometimes the developer say, no, I will not give you my documentation, legal documentation. I'm saying, why? Because no, I will not, I don't want my client buy that property because I'm not feel sure or secure, because why they don't give us the documentation that we need. It's not extra documentation, it's the legal documentation necessary to proceed with the purchase. So to me, that's important. And I have a very good relationships with notaries. I have a big team or architects, professionals, translators, notaries, and other real estate agents that we have I make a strong team just to have this protection that I want to give my clients when they are buying a home in Mexico, in Cabo. So to me, protect you is the first step, not the view. This is my commitment. The trust. If you don't trust on me, you can not advance. So I know that this is very important. Clarity. I'm very transparent and honest. If I say, hey, this is not a good area, this development has many problems with the HOA assemblies. The police is there each year because they fight every assembly or something like that. I will tell you, I never hide information for you, because to me, the information, I will not decide for you. I will give you all the information you need to decide. So it's important to me, and your referral is protected in escrow account, and I will always try that the agents receive what they have. So I'm trying that this is a smooth process. I don't want that the client feel nervous or anxious or thinking what is happening, I don't understand this or that. To me, it's important that you have the smooth closing. And the other is my opportunity, or the most important to me, is having a relationship for a long time. I don't want that you buy just one house and forget a little. No, I want that we have a long time relationship as partners and doing business. And if you want to visit Cabo, let me know. I will prepare everything to you. We can meet, we can see whales, we can make a showing tour, and I will be glad to go with you if you want to visit us. please let me know, because this is important that you know Cabo, because believe me, you will know it and you will want to have a house here. These are my contact information. Linda, if you can share with them after the presentation, or if you want to take note. I really, really appreciate your time and the opportunity. And I'm pretty sure that we can make a business here in Cabo, because we have many, many options, not just for buying a house, is to having a lifestyle. So whatever you want or need to know, or any questions you have, it's time now. I think I am in time now. So if you have any question, or we can check the time. I'm on time already, but let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Alil. Kathleen.
Yes, thank you, Alil. That was an incredible presentation. So we definitely appreciate your time and the information that you shared. I did just have a quick question. When you were talking about the developer who didn't want to share the information, I just was wondering if title insurance is available. Actually, and then while we're talking about insurance, how about homeowners insurance? Is that typically required as well? Because I know here in our area, sometimes there's been some issues with getting homeowners insurance now and questions about the roof, and it's a bit of a challenge sometimes. So I just was wondering about those two things specifically, if title insurance is available and if homeowners insurance is generally required.
Yes, we have the option, but it's not obligatory. You can get a policy insurance, title insurance, but it's not an obligation for the parties.
Okay,
And in Mexico, we don't have this as in the law. It's not an obligation.
got you. Okay,
But
thank
we
you.
have the option.
Perfect, thank you.
No, thanks to you.
Any other questions for Alil? Well, I have one, Alil. How
Yes.
long does the purchase process take if you're purchasing, say, a condo that's already been built?
Okay.
What's the timeline?
It's around 2 or 3 months,
Okay.
because we have many, many steps, and get the fideicomiso from the bank and government, have many steps between. So I try always to do this in less time, but it's around 1 month if I push everything and everybody, but in a common time is 2 or 3 months.
Thank
Alil,
you.
is foreign ownership still 99 years, or has that changed?
Yeah, the life of the fideicomiso is for 15 years, but you can renew it.
Continuously renew, or
Yes, you make another trust for other 50 years.
okay, is it transferable like to family members?
Yes, you have the option to appoint beneficiaries when the principal trustees passed away. So this kind of trust for foreigners is like a will. Your beneficiaries will take your place when you pass it. Well, when your client passes.
What other questions does anyone have for Alil? Well, I have another for you, Alil. On
Yes.
a, for example, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo that's got, maybe a pool, an fitness center. What are the general condo fees ranging from in that type of property?
It depends of the area.
Mm.
And okay, we have to separate. You have the property tax, that is the pay that you made to the government, is a tax, and could be in an $200 or $300, because depending of the area. Sometimes it's a very good area, but in the government, they have some calculations and it's different than for other ones. So I cannot give you an exactly amount, because this change depending the area and depending how the government has registered that property in the system.
Ah, okay.
Yes, for example, my neighbor is Canadian, and he came to me because this year the property tax increased more than double. So we go together to the government office to ask about it, and they said, oh, in this case, because this is a trust, the owner is the bank, not my neighbor. So the way to they calculate the property tax for companies is different. So for that reason, they increase. It's not higher, but they increase in the 1 year to other a lot amount. So he was surprised. And that is the property tax. The other payment that you have to make when you have a trust is the fiduciary fees. And it's annual fees, and it's around the $580 each year. Is because the bank is holding the property in a trust, and you are paying for that to the bank.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, Alil, thank you so much. Unless there's any other questions, I think we really appreciate your time here, and
Thank you
we'll
so
look
much.
forward to sharing it with all of our GCAR members.
Linda, I had one question before we say
Yes,
goodbye.
yes.
Are there hurricanes in Los Cabos?
Yes.
And do you have insurance for hurricane coverage or no?
Yes, you need covers to anti-hurricane curtains. We have to protect that, and you have to be prepared for many things. But talking about the property, you have to put your protection. Most of the houses have it. More the properties that is in the ocean side, they protect
Okay, so you don't have any problem with insurance companies. They are there and they are providing coverage.
Well, I think it's the same problem that all the insurance company has in all places. When it's a massive claims for they pay you, they take their time. It's not immediately. And it's the same in every part of the world. If you have a earthquake in Mexico City or in other countries, the insurance companies take their time to pay you back. So, but this is in all the areas where you have a massive problem for a natural disaster. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thanks to you. Interesting question.
Very interesting. Well, that concludes our talk for the day on Los Cabos, Mexico. Alil, thank you so much for your time. And if you have trust information you'd like to share with us, we would love to have that. We could also post that on our website as well. So any other information you have, we'd love to post it. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. And well, you have my contact. And if you are interested in having other presentation talking about the trust, because this is a legal process in Mexico, I'm available for you. So we can schedule another training, because if your client note that you know about the process in Mexico, I'm sure that you have a goal there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. And everybody have a great afternoon.